Welcome to another episode of Crazy Talk with Benn Gleck. We're talking about rhetoric and rhetorical questions and all the likes, all of their likes. I'm going to really quickly touch something up. Boop. Okay, so what is rhetoric? I don't know, honestly. My producers told me that we're going to be talking about rhetoric this week. And every 5 minutes I said that I was going to be looking up what rhetoric means, and something better came up at every moment. There was a 30 Rock marathon at one point. Then there was some mildly interesting paint on the wall that I had to watch dry. Then I contemplated Song of Myself for a little while. I mean, come on, who doesn't like a little Walt Whitman? And then I started hitting myself in the head with a hammer, because that's a lot more fun than looking up what the hell the word rhetoric means. So instead, you can argue that rhetoric is a word. I would not be on your side. I do not think that the liberal agenda that says rhetoric has to be a word is right. I think instead that rhetoric is an acronym. Like everything on this show, every word is an acronym. Even acronym is an acronym. But we will get to that episode at some other time. Rhetoric stands for racist heathens eating turnips on Reagan's incandescent colon. That is right. You should be afraid of rhetoric, because rhetoric is a bunch of turnip-eating heathens that are also racist against other races. So these heathens are white guys that hate black people, or black people that hate other black. I don't know how racism works in that community. I'm sorry. I am Benn Gleck. I don't know how racism works outside of the white community. But they eat turnip-eating heathens that are racist, that eat their turnips on our Lord Reagan. How could they defile Reagan's grave like that by eating turnips on his colon? His incandescent colon. How? Dude, Jimmy, could we get, like, somebody down to Reagan's corpse and find out why it's incandescent? I mean, I don't understand why his colon would be incandescent. I don't quite know why he'd still have a colon. He's dead, doesn't need it. Sure, some grave robber has stolen it and hidden it in his or her closet. I mean, it's not like somebody did that. Jimmy, don't go down to the grave, please. Anyways, so rhetoric is scary, obviously, because you have to be afraid of racist heathens that eat turnips. You should be afraid of turnips in general. I mean, they're like hard as a rock. And rhetoric can only bring these things. Can only bring turnips to your house. If you start invoking rhetoric, a giant turnip will come to your house and throw heathens at you that will then tell you how your race is inferior. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. That's the way the whiteboard works. So, that's rhetoric. That is rhetoric. And if anyone wants to fight me on what rhetoric means, well, they'll lose, so I don't care. I mean, you can come and fight me about rhetoric, sure. But it's obviously racist colons and heathens. Heathens about colons and turnips. Stuff. Shut up. Anyways, that is all for Crazy Talk this week. Tune in for the next episode of Crazy Talk, where we will be talking about pickle-ordering liberal individuals taking iron crab safety, also known as politics. Tune in, have a great weekend, and Mr. Friday, I will see you tomorrow.